One glance at her phone's GPS ping, glowing like a traitor in the dead of night, revealed she wasn't at the book club in Oxford but at a lover's hideaway, and my heart shattered with the chime of Big Ben. I sat in our cluttered London flat, the faint hum of the city filtering through the window as I stared at the screen of my wife Sophie's phone. It was 11 p.m., and she'd texted me earlier, saying she'd be late at her weekly book club in Oxford. I wasn't the nosy type. Well, not until that night. Her phone, left charging on the kitchen counter, buzzed with a location update from her fitness app, a habit she'd never turned off. The map pinpointed her not in Oxford but in a remote Cotswolds village, 90 miles away, at a cottage I didn't recognize. My stomach twisted. Something was terribly wrong. Sophie and I, Oliver Grayson, had been married for 9 years, a proper British love story, or so I thought. I'm a history lecturer at UCL, and she's a charming primary school teacher with a laugh that could fill a room. We'd raised our son, Theo, now 7, in a life of Sunday roasts and rainy walks along the Thames. But lately, her late nights had grown frequent, her excuses flimsier. Book clubs, teacher trainings, catching up with old mates. The GPS location gnawed at me, so I borrowed a mate's car and drove out, the M40 stretching endlessly under a moonlit sky. The cottage was a picture postcard scene. Stone walls, ivy climbing the roof, and a warm glow from within. Through the window I saw Sophie with a man, tall with a posh haircut, laughing over a glass of red wine. My chest tightened as I recognized him. Julian, her colleague from a recent school conference. I recorded a short video, my hands shaking, then drove back, the truth sinking in like a cold rain. At home, I confronted her when she returned at 2 a.m., the footage and GPS data on my phone. Her face drained of color. "Ollie, it's not what you think," she stammered, but the tears confirmed it. Julian was her lover, a fling sparked during a training weekend, sustained by secret trips to that cottage. The betrayal cut deep. I moved out with Theo to my sister's place in Brighton, filing for divorce as Sophie pleaded for forgiveness. She claimed it was a mistake, a midlife wobble, but the trust was gone. Weeks passed in a haze of legal letters and Theo's quiet questions. I threw myself into work, losing myself in Tudor manuscripts, but the pain lingered. One weekend, I took Theo to the Cotswolds, not to the cottage, but to a nearby hilltop with a view of rolling green fields. As he chased butterflies, I wrestled with my anger and love for Sophie, torn between ending it and understanding her. As the sun dipped below the Cotswolds horizon, painting the sky in hues of amber and rose, Theo tugged my hand, his small voice asking, "Will Mummy come back?" I looked into his hopeful eyes, then across the valley where the cottage lay hidden, a scar on our past. I called Sophie that evening, not to mend us fully, but to listen. She met us there, her voice breaking as she admitted her regret, her love for us buried under her choices. Tears streamed down my face as I held Theo, feeling the weight of our fractured family. I didn't forgive her then, but I agreed to therapy. For Theo, for the memories of our laughter, and for the faint chance that love could heal what GPS had broken. In that quiet moment, with the wind whispering through the grass, I found a fragile hope that even ugly truths could lead to a tender redemption.